Thanks. How are you today, uh, Nuffle Sandman? Oh, hey, Sandy, what's up? I did not recognize the name, I'll be honest. What you working on? But yeah, I had to make an entire new account um to get mine to change. Yeah, mine was I don't know, some other random thing I made like a long time ago. Yeah. So this spawn to place. That's probably why. I forgot to connect the output to it. Working on some new skins, I guess. Your astral skins look pretty sick. I don't play Arc, but they do look pretty awesome. Corner. Where is the center? Gotta be like in. Gotta be. Yeah, yeah. That's where I'm at. I played with my girlfriend for like a little playthrough. That was like vanilla with sprinkles. Um, that was a while ago. That was like pre-extinction. Well, pre-ASA extinction anyway. Um, that's been a minute. Um, yeah, I literally haven't played Arc like actively since like ASE. Since ASA, I've been modding like all the time. I've played a little bit, but the issue is that I get so many ideas for mods that I stop playing to make the mod. So, um, the downward spiral or an upward spiral, depending on how you look at it. Cool. So this seems to be fine. Yeah. I used to watch my girlfriend play, but she doesn't like to play without me. She doesn't like to play alone. Um, but she's also gotten to the point where she doesn't like playing with me either because I'm really like min maxy, like hyper efficient at playing Arc at this point. So, um, she says that I play too fast. Like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I got some spaghetti going on here, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's tribute terminal. That's fine. Good. Been working on JSON lately. Not a fan. Much rather Blueprint. Yeah. Um. I'm in between. I admit I am in between. I like JSON for data storage, which is kind of what it's for. Um, and I specifically like the ability to load from the internet. I said interwebs and internet, and I kind of like stuck them together. But um, like hosting it on GitHub and stuff, so I can change it without updating the mod is pretty neat. Um, it's just kind of a cool tool. There's been a couple of times where I've used it and I've not really needed to use it. I was trying to force myself to learn it. Um, but I'll be honest. I'm really lazy when it comes to JSON. I don't really write it myself. It's a mixture of engine tools and ChatGPT. um, so gotta leverage the tools you got. If I wrote it myself, I would definitely not be a fan. That is a fact. It's also the reason why I haven't learned C++, despite being pretty good at Blueprint. Because really, it's just syntax and text-based coding. Okay, let's see. Terminal, spawn, horizontal distance 2. I don't know why I use so many different measurements. It's kind of crazy. None of them were right. Like they don't all match despite being the same measurement. I'm just gonna make a. Hmm. Trying to think of the best way to do the math for this. Can I absolute? Hmm. Maybe I should just subtract. Subtract, get the difference. Absolute max. Less than or equal to our distance. I think that works. So if we get the difference, that's the distance per axis. So x minus x, y minus y, z minus z. And then, oh, but I want to exclude z. I can do that pretty easy, actually. Boom. Now it will never be z, because it's 0. Even if it is z, it doesn't matter, because it's... I'm thunking real hard here. Gonna be smoke coming out of my ears soon. I don't think this was doing anything before. Now that I realize it, because I have greater than 8,000 distance from the spawner, so this just wasn't working before, and I just never realized it. Sick. Well, good news, I fixed it. It's ridiculous. So heal in between rounds, and it's supposed to fix the armor as well. Yeah. Uh, Discord's distracting me. I think this is supposed to. Oh, don't restock. Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, well now this should work. Oh wait, unless greater than false. Well, it was working. I just am dumb. So if the distance is less, then we're good. So, since I had greater than, I had it on false. Ah. I've gotten to the point where there's so many print strings in this project that I just the entire side of the screen is just words. I'm just using weird colors now so I can make sure that I see that color when I'm looking for stuff. Yeah, literally, yeah. Looks like Christmas lights on the side of my screen sometimes. And then I'll get tired of the print string, so I'll use like draw spheres, like debug spheres, and then it really looks like Christmas lights because I'll use so many of those, and they're different colors and stuff, different sizes, different places, and like it's crazy. I should really set it up so that these get auto slotted. Why are you tanking my frame? Gee. Moly. It wasn't like this a second ago. Curious what my frames actually are. Frame server FPS is 9, 13, 10. We never had a. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I made this a while ago, but it broke with 5.5. And I've been updating it to try and figure out what broke it. But whatever it is, it's something silly. Because it worked flawlessly before. Well, mostly flawlessly. Um, but I fixed most of the stuff that was like nobody was ever gonna know, but like technically wasn't like great. I fixed most of that by now. Except most of this actually still runs on the event graph, but you know, somebody can sue me later, I guess. But yeah, it spawns on whatever map. It was commissioned by Elite Arc for Ronnie. I don't know if you know who that is, but PvP people. Um, and it's just like a PvE arena, and you spawn in, you do waves. It's kind of like the Gen 2 mission, but you can do it on whatever map you want to. And it's designed to work on PvP, so it's a collaborative, like camaraderie thing where you can't fight each other inside the arena, and you have to do the mission. So um, anybody can queue up, and it stores your entire inventory, teleports you in, no matter what you're doing, where you are. Teleports you in, and then once you're done, you get teleported out, and you get all your stuff back. Whether you die or you lose or you win, you go back to where you were when you queued in, and you get all your inventory back. And it gets rid of all of the arena contraband, as I call it in the mod. I tag everything that I give you for the arena. And the coolest part is that it's all JSON configurable. So Elite Arc can change the waves. He can make it 100 waves long. He can change whatever he wants. He can give you a sword and cloth armor. He can give you flak with a tech rifle. He can do whatever he wants. There's pretty much no limitation to what he can do with it. And the JSON configuration is quite extensive, actually. But the issue currently is that in game you have to start it like 3 or 4 times before it actually starts. But it works. Like when it works fine. And prior to 5.5, it worked great. Like every time. There was pretty much no issue with it. And then 5.5 happened, and then it's just been kind of spotty since then. And I don't know why. My recent guess is that they changed the teleport command, or not teleport command, but the teleport function, like the wildcard primal actor teleport function. Because I noticed that there were some things that were causing you to not teleport for specific reasons, and it's really weird. So I switched to set actor location and rotation instead of teleport. And that's weird because you can see the fact that you move. Because teleport really just causes like a white flash on the screen, so you can't see your actor move. But now when you set actor position or location or whatever, your camera goes there and you kind of see your character slide into position, which is, less immersive, but it do what it do. But yes, to answer your question, it's a PvE, PvE mission thing. And then if you survive all the waves, you win something, which is also configurable via the JSON. So, and then there's also dino count multipliers. So if 10 people go into the arena, it you can change the amount of dinos, and stuff like that. The next project that I'm going to do for him is a free for all. Yeah, I was considering that. First of all, before I go too deep, I want to make sure that that's an issue. Like that's that like my suspicion is correct. Because if it is, then yeah, I could throw a blur widget and a white panel that fades opacity. Like it would take me like 5 minutes to copy whatever the teleport does, and since I'm calling it, it's like it'll be easy. But I want to make sure that that's the issue, because the reliability issue has never been in the dev kit. It's only in live game, which is crazy. Because I can't reproduce it in the dev kit. Even throughout like all the coding changes and stuff, I've never had an issue in the dev kit. So the dev kit acts like it did before 5.5. So whatever the issue is it's just like a live game issue, which is very annoying, honestly. And I got to the point where I was just debugging everything, and then I found where like the data is messed up. Like I caught like what happens, but there's no reason for it to happen, like in the code, and the dev kit doesn't show that either. So like I can't replicate it. Like, yeah, it's so frustrating. Oh yay, free viewers. Oh my goodness. Wait a sec, I gotta open up my Twitch thing. What we got? We got ban. Get rid of that guy. No free viewers around here, buddy. Or whatever he said. Best viewers on Steambo. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, it again, I switched all that and it works fine in the dev kit. Other than whatever was causing me to drop like a million frames. But I'm pretty sure it's these because the debug spheres, if you make them really big, they'll drop your frames like crazy. So I'm just going to disconnect that, and it should fix it. Especially if you have a lot of segments in your debug sphere. They just eat frames. I don't know why. I'll keep my cheat panel up over there. But I'm also adding like a full reset option. Just because, like, I don't know why. Just to see if resetting all the values makes it run the next time or something, you know? But yeah, when I teleported it, you could see my character move. And like the screen, it like was, you could just see it happen. It's kind of, I don't know. Okay, yeah, see. No frame issues. Definitely the draw debug sphere. But see, and when you do a bunch of small ones, like I have a bunch of these red small ones that show where the dinos spawn. They don't eat frames or anything. Like they're chill. And there's power-ups around the arena too. So we've got anti-gravity here. And all the enemy dinos. Oh. Why aren't their names changing? Well, their names should say Elite Arc something. And they have the buff. That's weird. I don't know. But yeah, they have a red beam on them, so you can see where they are. People were complaining they couldn't find like the dodos and stuff. Or like compies, I don't know. But yeah. Flamethrower. This first wave is actually pretty easy. And then also when you kill them, the bodies go away instantly. And they just kind of do like a lightning strike thing. And once you kill the whole wave, you get the next wave. And then you get more power-ups. And this is speed, that's healing. Resistance. So he has the third wave as Buffalo, which is honestly just kind of like rude because Buffalo are just, ugh. Or bison or whatever. You kick my butt every time. That's also how I realized that the teleport function has exclusion factors where you just don't teleport. And a lot of this arena run like it validates pretty quickly on the fact that all the players teleport. And then if they don't teleport for some reason, then they don't work. Because this arena spawns inside the map. And so if they don't go there, then there's just a lot of validation stuff that happens based on the fact that they entered the arena. So but yeah, if you get stunned by a bison, you can't teleport. Like, the function for teleporting is just prevented entirely. So that's where I got that idea from. I don't really play Arc, so I don't know what guns are good. In ASE, the Fabi was pretty good. This is kind of designed to be done with more than one person, so my damage output is a little low. Oh, you can't even get close to frogs. Okay. Think the shoddy is best? Oh, shoddy, everything else sucks? Okay. Should have read chat. Does it have damage fall off? Oh, man. Oh, okay. I need like an extended mag. Or a drum mag. Drum mag shotgun. On ASE you could like snipe with shotguns basically. Oh, no, I wanted the thing. I thought I was close enough to grab it. Whiffed. Huh. Nerd, you can't lick upward, I guess. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna die on the next round because it's bison, but you get the idea. Once you win, it teleports you out and, you win, but not about to win. Oh, why did I stop in the middle? Oh god. Oh man. Yeah, so when they stun you like that, you just can't teleport. You also have 3 lives, by the way. Oh. I really don't want to be in this corner. Oh, well, I died. Yeah. You can see it says Elite Arc Arena Bison number or whatever. And in the middle, there's a widget that tells you how many players are left, how much time you have, and how many bison are left, which there's 19 bison. And I have yet to kill any of them. About to die again, probably. You can make it where they're upgrade their weapons with the power up. If it were my, oh, I died. If it were my like public mod, I probably would. But this is a commission mod. Every primitive weapon sucks. Well, those were actually ascendant weapons. That was an ascendant shotgun. So, yeah. It's just meant to be done with more than one person. I also had ascendant flak on too. I think the part of the config lets them add damage resistance, so he probably has like 20% damage resistance anyway. But yeah. Yeah. So I mean it worked, so oh, I need to do the reset. Yeah, okay. So event graph, yay. Do that, and then I gotta go over what this actually does. So sets around a -1. Clear this function, clean the arena, unload. We get all the nearby players. Bags. I'm surprised those frogs were eating the bullets. Yeah, it's probably because he has the damage resistance set decently high for him. Ronnie is not known for being very nice to his players. He is known for having cool events, though. Oh, that was weird. I'll just leave that like it's. Ooh, do. Well, I have discovered an issue. I think. Not save game. Yeah, okay, so so whenever I unload the arena, I delay giving the items back. Um just to make sure I got everybody. Um and I never clear that arena. Or I never clear the this array. So yeah, that's not great. I mean, it's not terrible, but A lot of bots today. Yeah, no worries. Drive safe. I didn't even see that message. Hey, now I feel bad. Sandy said he had to leave, and I didn't even see it. On my panel, both of the uh, Versity and Sandy's name were the same color, so I was getting them mixed up. Oh well. I'm gonna make a function room. What's up, Nova Fox? How are you today? I'm trying to fix the Elite Arc Arena. It is going all right. How are you today? Heck yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my dog is sleeping. He's like actively snoring. Yeah, you're very welcome. So do you play Arc, Nova? Heck yeah. Do you play modded or you play PvE official? Heck yeah. I know quite a few people that play PvE official. Do you like the custom cosmetics, like the skin mods? Oh yeah, heck yeah. I was telling Sandy earlier, I think it was before you joined. I Oh yeah, heck yeah. Um, I used to play a lot of Arc, but since ASA dropped, I've just been modding. Um, which I had a lot of time when ASA dropped. I had some medical stuff going on, and I was doing chemo and stuff for like 6 months, so I was pretty much stuck at home for a while. I just decided instead of being, you know, sinking into a couch, I just kind of learned how to mod and code and stuff, and I enjoyed it. Which, yeah, yeah, everything's good now. I'm back in. I work in the medical field, which I was before too, but during the medical stuff and chemo, I wasn't really allowed to work at all, because I was immunocompromised, and um, so I was just doing this instead. Um, yeah, yeah, silver lining. Which I'm back. Like I said, I'm in remission. I'm back working in the medical field now. So I just do this more as a hobby now. I was doing commissions before, but now I'm just kind of doing it for myself. Which I'm updating commissions and stuff, but um, not nearly as much as I was. Um, Elite Arc has actually been was one of my first commissions. Commissioners. Ronnie's pretty cool, but he helped me pay to fix my PC recently because my PC was fried like almost completely, and he paid quite a bit to help me with that. So I'm doing a commission for him, and I'm probably just going to keep working with him specifically because he's been pretty helpful, and I like Elite Arc. I'm not super big into PvP, but I like his community. Ooh. What time is it? 6 o'clock. Um, so this one's been out since before the 5.5 update. Um, it's so Elite Arc is pretty much primarily PvP, and he wanted a like a collaborative PvE arena. So this is just a giant PvE arena that the players can opt into, and then if they opt into it, it'll save all their items, and it will save where they are standing, and then it teleports them into an arena to fight waves of dinos and stuff. And once they use all 3 of their lives, or they win, or they run out of time, or they get kicked out of the arena and teleported back to where they were standing, and then all of their items are returned to them. And if they win, then they get whatever the server owner decided was what they should win. But it's very configurable, so there could be as many waves of dinos as you want, or any of that. Yeah, it's pretty neat. But there's been a couple of bugs with it, and I'm just trying to figure it out. Because whatever the issue is, it's not normal. Not like something that I could find. A lot of the coding is in C++, or it's like hidden, like wildcard specific stuff. And I think they changed something that I'm using, but I can't, like, I don't know what it is. Do they select certain dinos, kind of like drop waves and extinction, where it's set certain ones depending on difficulty? So it's configurable from the server owner. There's an online like host, basically. It's JSON. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's all configurable online. So the server owner can tell it to spawn an army of jerboas, or bison, or pyromane, and each wave can be a different set of dinos with a different amount of dinos. So yeah, it can be 100 waves long if they want it to be, or just 2 or 10, whatever. Yeah. Ooh. Um. Let's see. Oh yeah, heck yeah, yeah. I my girlfriend's from this area, and she's been to the Field Museum, but I haven't. We went to the Lincoln Park Zoo for her birthday recently. Well, not that recently, it's a couple months ago, but it was still pretty fun. Um, we'll probably go to the Field Museum here soon, though. She's been wanting to go for a little while. Oh yeah, nice. Heck yeah. I've never done the river tour. Is that like the architectural one where I guess they tell you like about the buildings and stuff? I've seen like videos of it on like TikTok and stuff, but I never seen it. Oh yeah, nice. For the most part, yeah. Or develop, whichever is correct term. Uh, yeah. I mean, either one works. Um, Modding is generally like an ARC kind of slang term. Just because you're modding the game, they're called mods. So, um, developing is usually like game developer. Like, it's more of like a professional title, I guess. But both are applicable, so it's not a big deal. But yes, I, for the most part, taught myself. I had help from the Arc Devkit Discord. People like Clubcrest, Joe Help, Hexen. There's quite a few other people that just kind of helps. Nev has been really helpful. Yeah. Other than that, other than them pointing me in the right direction, it's mainly self-taught. And forcing myself to do commissions to learn things that I wouldn't typically learn. Because I have a pretty good aptitude to just absorb and like learn things. But I have to have a reason to push myself in the direction of things that I wouldn't typically learn on my own. I needed a reason to go learn those things. So that was where the commissions mainly came from. Yeah, that's the reason why I kind of have such a broad knowledge base, I guess you could say. Yeah. This is my cat Boris. He'll find his way over here in a second. I don't know what he's doing. He's pretending to not be on my desk at the moment. There you go. Say hi. I'm not sure what his plan is right now. He likes being pat on his butt. Say hi, Boris. He's silly. Actually, that was my friend James. He made that as a joke. But yeah, Boris is my cat, and James has made several Boris masks that are hidden in a couple of mods. Yeah. It started out. I used to make Easter eggs in my mods. Ooh, he just drooled all over my hand. That was gross. Oh, it's so wet. Oh, Boris, nasty. Yeah. Anyway, I made a bunch of Easter eggs in my mods. Yeah, that it was just pictures of Boris in like random places. Like the Monarchy mod. I don't know if you're familiar with Monarchy, but it's like Raz Clark and thank you, Boris. Raz Clark, Captain Fat Dog, Spoopy, you know, all those guys. Um and I put Boris at the bottom of the anvil on the Crown Vault mod that I made. I also did a couple of other Easter eggs, but yeah. There's actually a joke in some of my videos where like he's actually the modder, but yeah. And then in some of my mods, like Loot Grabber, there's like a 1 in 100 chance that Boris will end up on the UI when you open it. I've gotten it to happen on for me a couple of times. Um, and then I think arenas, I hit him inside one of the arena. Um, and Nitrado, I made a parkour map for Nitrado a while back, and I hit him. I hid a picture of Boris inside the parkour map. Um, yeah, he is a menace to society. Yeah, you see that? You just tried to eat the mic. Now he's just, I don't know what he's doing. He's a little rascal, is what he is. He's inhibiting me from modding. Just hanging out, yeah. It looks like he's staring at me, but he's not. He's like staring past me. His eyes are like going in front of me. I'm gonna send a picture of him to my girlfriend. All right, Boris. I got a mod. I was doing stuff. You got an eye booger. Oh, it's so like jelly. Brody. Another one? Oh yeah. Excuse me, sir. What if I give you aggressive pets? What if I annoy you? Huh? 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 What if I annoy you? I pestered you yet? He's getting mad at me. All right, Boris. Must do work. I'm gonna place you on the floor. Ah, must gently place cat. Need to have messed something up. 4, 5. Weird. Oh. I had it set as client side only. I'm just making sure that it still works after you reset it. Like it works. Oh, the names are working again too. It's like it's working. Okay. Um. Yeah. Yeah, I try to stream a couple of times a week, so yeah. Have a great night. Yeah. I'll see you around. earbuds are like ear itch. That was interesting. Starting to go nuclear on this thing. So I've made it where it will try to teleport me several times, and it will verify my location uh, every time it tries, which is a little aggressive. It didn't teleport me. This can't be damaged mean that you can't teleport? I would make really weird. check out this Ocedon spotlight. What a weird concept. I guess. Like a giant spitball. What is the point? No, I mean, not even like what is the point, but like, I think it's a fun idea, but it's a lot of saliva. The spitball was as big as the creature. Like, it's a liquid. You can't compress liquid. And for it to take up basically the same amount of space, it has like an interdimensional stomach. It's like a bag of holding. Like the spitball was bigger than what it came out of. That doesn't make any sense. But like I like the giant snowball idea, but then you can't like how do you like maybe if it was like mud, like like you grab like some rocks and stuff and put it together with saliva, maybe. But it's also Ocedon. Like when you break the word apart, like it's basically bone adon, bone dinosaur. Like bones don't really make saliva. I don't know. And then it spits out like ice spikes out of nowhere. Not a fan. Maybe if they were like bone spikes or don't know. I don't really get the whole saliva idea. Like Ocedon in itself sounds really cool. Like bone dinosaur. And they even got like the design theme, like, you know, the whole bone helmet. But I was really hoping that it would like headbutt the heck out of something. And like some of the animations look cool, but where's the saliva come from? Why is that a thing? I don't know. That's weird. Somebody really thought this thing needs to slobber all over everything. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding, but from the video, it's slobbing on that thing, you know? I don't know. That's ridiculous. It does look fun and interesting. But the whole like I don't know. Where's the saliva? Where's that coming from? That's whose idea was that? That's so weird. Um but yeah, I mean like it's neat and like it's totally gonna be fun to spitball everything, I guess. You're just rolling down a mountain with a giant spitball. Just grabbing everything that's in the area. I don't know, man. I don't know where the saliva comes from. Super Sombrero Man, what is up? Sorry, I was on a rant. I didn't even see your message. What's up? Ooh. Yeah, I just watched the Ocedon reveal or whatever. It's a slobber man, slobber monster. I don't understand. Why are we slobbing on things? Why isn't it trying to teleport anything? It teleported me out. Maybe if area in arena. Oh, that's why. I need uh-oh to be false. Uh-oh means bad. Oof. Bison are brutal. Oh my god. Why did it kill me? Why is it letting me die? I shouldn't be able to die. Oh, it definitely triggered life. Uh-oh. Oh, I crashed. By lighting Jerboa on fire. Alright, well. I think I'm gonna end the stream there. I'm gonna restart the dev kit, but I'm just gonna upload the mod and that's it. Everybody have a great night, and I will maybe see you tomorrow.